Brian Dick, and I'm from Southern California. I was raised in the shadow of White Sands. I was born in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and I've lived in Orange County and San Diego most of my life. Well, the piece behind me started when it started as an idea to make drawings, another way of making drawings or rubbings, making an edition of something. I had the idea when I was at LACMA, LA County Museum of Art. They have this very big Richard Serra piece called Band, and it's huge. It's as big as a giant ballroom. And I thought it'd be interesting to touch it and to see what it might be like to run the route of it. And so I did. And I put paper between my hand and the wall, and the steel metal wall, and walked it, and it created the rust. The rust created the rubbing of my hand. So that's how it got made. I don't know what influenced it, except this idea of invention or coming up with something I think is an interesting idea, and then seeing what happens when you activate the idea. If we're going to talk about what's lacking in San Diego in terms of support for the art community, because we don't lack an artist, there's plenty of good artists here. Being close to LA is problematic because Los Angeles has lots of resources and a good infrastructure, lots of galleries and museums, and basically more stuff. It's a bigger city, so I guess more can happen. You know, it's closer to being like New York. It's not New York, but it's closer to that. Poor little San Diego, we're the same kind of city as Los Angeles, but a mini version. So we don't have as much infrastructure. There's not as many institutions. There's not as much money flowing to the artists, and there's not as much reason or compelling reason for artists to be here. If you're here, it's for financial reasons, or maybe you like San Diego. It's certainly a good place to make art. It's a great place to make art. It's just more difficult to make it as an artist. I hope that I continue to be playful and open to the ideas and not get rusty, and just still stay fresh ideas, and be a little bit unsure of what I'm doing. I don't really want to know what I'm doing. I kind of try to keep fuzzy. The more fuzzy I am, the more interesting it is. If I have a program and kind of a goal of what kind of work I'm going to be making, I don't think it'll be as good. Better not to know. There's a performative component to most of the work I do. I don't like the word performance art only because it conjures up certain ideas that I'm not totally comfortable with. But it's certainly motion-based and time-based. And so work like this results from a physical action of mine that sits outside of a studio. In other words, I'm not painting a canvas or making an object. I'm performing something that results maybe in some kind of form of documentation. In this case, these rubbings.